what do you guys think about the whole Shawn Kemp thing? That just happened a few days ago. I guess
This
for the audience, Efren, explain to the audience that don't know what happened a few days ago with Shawn Kemp.
okay. Correct me if I'm wrong. I was watching a little bit of information. I guess this happened in Tacoma. He got some stuff stolen out of his car, which was like a phone and some other stuff. He detected where the phone was at. When he was going over there to confront the people shot at him first. Then he shot back. It's self-defense. And that's all I know. I know he got arrested for it. For something like that, I understand the self-defense. But at the same time, why didn't you get the cop? And you're a big fan. I know you're not as famous as you used to be, but somebody stole your stuff. You should know if you're going back that way, you got to be prepared for something like that. You should take authorities with you. If you're, I don't know about the shooting back part, but I do know that Seattle or Washington is an open. What is it called?
Carry.
Open
Very
carry
state.
state. So yeah, but I just don't. I give me some more information if you guys know more, because that's all I know about it.
And that's the thing that kind of pisses me off though, is that you're saying all this and I didn't see any of this. All I saw was Shawn Kemp arrested in an alleged drive-by shooting, and like that's what we were telling Alan, and Alan's like, bro, he's 53, he doesn't need to be doing a drive-by. But you put this in the title, and it makes Shawn Kemp look like the bad guy. When
Yeah,
I mean, even then, he shouldn't be. I mean, he has however much money. I know he blew a lot of it, kind of like what we were talking about the whole AI, or I was talking with someone about how AI is relying on that Reebok deal. But doesn't he own a hemp business with Gary Payton or something?
Multiple businesses, bro. He's
Yeah,
an
so
entrepreneur.
he's got money. So to be shooting people over, like you said, a phone or whatever was stolen out of his car, unless it's like legal documents, even then, it's don't need to be doing that, especially out in Tacoma.
But that's the thing. It was the media was really fast and quick to rush that story, and it was
Yeah.
completely, like you said, KJ, it was completely different to what you initially heard, and then what Efren said. So they came out with what Efren said next, like I think it was next day or 2 days later,
and
and that's why he was also. Go ahead.
and just to correct, see you guys, I heard it after on the TV, not when it happened. Right when it happened, I heard it after. So probably more stuff got added on. That's how I found out about this when I was watching. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, right now, I'm looking at it and I was like, okay, but I didn't know nothing about a drive-by shooting until somebody said something about it right now. Like that's what they were
No,
talking.
no, no, no. So Efren, that was the initial article. The initial
Yeah,
article
They
was
said that it was a drive-by.
crazy because they actually have video of. So you guys can probably find it now too. They actually have video of Kemp shooting the guy, right? And it's wild because
He's just
um,
walking. He's not even in a car.
so it's like, why would they even come up with the whole drive-by thing? And it's funny because from the reactions of the people filming the video, obviously they were a little concerned, but it was almost like they acted like it was something a tense moment before that, and then all of a sudden, yeah, you see them kind of pull out something, shoot, and you hear the sound of it. So yeah, the media completely got it wrong. And I'll just say, lastly, it's tough because I don't necessarily know if he did contact the cops to try to get his stuff back. And as you guys know, it's tough because ideally you do that. You should always get the cops involved, especially for your safety. But let's also be honest, man. Sometimes you just don't get nothing back from these cops, right? Like, man, I've had, unfortunately, my house has been broken into, and man, I've had to do a lot of the work myself. So there's just, and as you guys know, also as well, that agency is always losing what cops as well, right? So they small stuff like that. I just don't think they're as concerned. So I'm kind of getting why Shawn Kemp might have felt like he had to do it himself, but I'm not condoning it because at the end of the day, she never got to that point.
Well, and the whole situation is so like it just happened yesterday, so not all the details are out, but like
Wednesday.
I'm reading this article, and I know it's TMZ, but they're saying that there was before people started recording, there were shots already fired, but Kemp didn't look in the video. If you look at the video, Shawn Kemp didn't look phased at all. He looked like he just pulled out the gun and started shooting. And to say that there was gunshot or the gun was shot before multiple gunshots before, it just seems like kind of weird that his demeanor was that. And then now I'm reading it. It also says that he ditched the gun in a bush before talking to the police. So it's like it's hard because it seems like at one thing you're hearing one thing and then you see the other, and then he's released the same day, but then also he's ditching the gun, so it seems like he's guilty of something. It's just a whole situation, and there needs to be more details.
Why ditch the gun? Because it's like you either are saying that you might have this gun illegally, or you're trying to act like you weren't acting in self-defense. Because if you're right to own that gun, you can always point to self-defense. So that is interesting. Why he would ditch that gun.